Hello friends, happy Tuesday. It's hard to believe, but this is your last week of remote learning assignments. So here is what we are doing today. You should see in Delta Math mixed factoring number 11. We're going to have two new assignments over factoring and then finally a review on Thursday. But let's go ahead and get started. We have mixed factoring number 11 and we have factoring by grouping. Now we're going to learn a new type of factoring that we can use for terms. In this one we have 3x cubed plus 2x squared plus 48x plus 32. And we have four different terms. We've learned how to factor binomials and we've also learned how to factor trinomials, but four terms is something new. So let's go ahead and look at how to factor this. All right, so here is what I have. We have 3x cubed plus 2x squared plus 48x plus 32. And instead of trying to figure out numbers that multiply to 32 that add up to this, here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to split this into two different things to factor, two different binomials. So we're going to split this up into 3x cubed plus 2x squared. We're going to look at that as a group. And we are also going to look at this as a group. And hopefully we will see something that is in common. All right, so here we go. 3x cubed plus 2x squared. Well, both of those, if I wanted to factor out a GCF, both of those have an x squared in them, correct? Both of those have an x squared. So here's what we are left with on the inside of my parentheses here. 3x cubed, so if I take out an x squared, I'm just left with a 3x. And then finally, plus 2x squared. Well, if I look at that, if I take out my x squared, I'm just left with a plus 2. Looks good. All right. Now, 48x plus 32. Well, let's take a look here. Both of these are divisible by 2. They're both divisible by 4. They're divisible by 8. And their biggest common factor is going to be 16. Both of those are divisible by 16. All right, so 16. Here we go. 48x divided by 16 is 3x. And then finally, 32 divided by 16 is plus 2. Now, something kind of interesting has happened here. We have a 3x plus 2 here and a 3x plus 2 here, and these are actually like terms. So to convince you of that, here's what I'm going to talk about. Let's say that I have 2 triangles plus 3 triangles. Well, if I were to ask you to combine those, that would be 5 triangles. All right, let's say that I have 2 x's plus 3 x's. Well, same thing here. I would add those together, 2 and 3. That would be 5x. Let's say, I'm going to go up a little bit here. Let's say I have 2x plus 1s and 3x plus 1s. Ooh, 2x plus 1s plus 3x plus 1s. All right, well, same thing. I have 2 of something, 3 of something. I have 5x plus 1s. All right, and last thing here. Let's say I have 2x plus 1s plus x plus 1s. All right, well, just like we did in our previous problem, I have 2x plus 1s plus 3x plus 1s. I have 5x plus 1s. Well, I have 2x plus 1s plus x plus 1s. Well, the answer to this would be, well, I can't really combine 2 and x, so I'm just going to leave this as 2 plus x. And then finally, x plus 1 and x plus 1, I have x plus 1s here. So here is how I'm going to combine these. All I did is I had a like term and then I combined those two things. So here's the deal. I have a like term. I have 3x plus 2s and 3x plus 2s. And how many of them do I have? Well, I have x squared plus 16 times 3x plus 2. All right, don't worry, we are going to do another example of this, so hang in there. But here's what we did. We factored out our GCF here. We factored out our GCF here. We ended up with 3x plus 2 and 3x plus 2s. So then we just combine like terms. I have x squared plus 16, 3x plus 2's. So that is my final answer. I have x squared plus 16 times 3x plus 2. All right, let's do one more together. All right, here is what I have. I'm going to go ahead and erase all this. Sorry about that. All right, so looking at these, let's go to our problem here. All right, I have 2x cubes plus x squared plus 2x plus 1. Ooh, I am glad that they asked this question. This is a really, really good one. All right, so here we go. 2x cubes plus x squared, oops, plus 2x plus 1. All right, let's go ahead and break these up. So my first group here, I have 2x cubed plus x squared. Well, in both of those, I can take out an x squared. Looks good. All right, so I divide this out. 2x cubed divided by x squared. I'm left with a 2 and an x. And then finally, x squared, if I take out an x squared, well, don't forget there's an understood 1 there. So 1x squared divided by x squared is just plus 1. All right, now I want to talk about this one over here. Well, I have a 2x and a 1. Those really don't have a GCF here. The only GCF here is, I could divide out a 1. And let's talk about what is left over. Well, 2x divided by 1 is 2x. 1 divided by 1 is 1. And sure enough, here's what we are left with. I have 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1. Those match up. And here we go. Combine those. And I am left with x squared plus 1 times 2x plus 1. All right, so with these, you will always be separating your first 2 and your second 2 as long as that is in standard form. Go ahead and erase that. It's bothering me. But once you have those matched up, then it's all a factor of x squared plus 1. Combine those two, and then you have 2x plus 1. So our final answer here is x squared plus 1 times 2x plus 1. All right, and for your assignment, you have 8 of those, and then finally you do have 7 mixed problems, kind of reviewing everything that we've done. Take your time through those. You have unlimited attempts, and you should be all set. Have a great day.